Hi there, my name is Sean Roche, and I'm an admissions officer and recruitment officer at Algonquin College's Pembroke Waterfront campus. And I am joined by my colleague Sachin Sethi, and he is a recruitment officer also here at Algonquin College in Pembroke. Sachin, say hi.
Hi, everyone.
So Sachin and I are going to talk to you today about filling out the letter of intent and resume for the Outdoor Adventure and/or Outdoor Adventure Naturalist program. At this point, you may have already applied to the Outdoor Adventure or Outdoor Adventure Naturalist program, and the next step in your admission process is filling out the letter of intent, resume, and reference form. So you can fill out this reference form at any point before your acceptance and after you've already applied to the program. So all you have to do is go to the Outdoor Adventure or Outdoor Adventure Naturalist program pages and scroll right down to the bottom, right to the additional resources section. So right down here are all the additional resources you are going to need for your admission process going into the Outdoor Adventure programs. So your Outdoor Adventure Handbook, information on the application process, your personal info and health forms, assumption of risk and release forms, your gear list, information on the program readiness camp orientation, as well as the parents program readiness camp orientation, as well as information on how to upload any support documents that you might need. But today we are going to focus on the letter of intent, resume, and reference online form. So we're just going to click on this link right here, and that'll take us over to the letter of intent, resume, and reference guidelines. When you're on this page, just take a few moments and quickly review all the information for all the sections that will be included within the letter of intent and resume. But as we go into the letter of intent and resume online form, Sachin will go over all of the different sections and explain all your different experiences and skills that you can include into all those different sections as well. Now, if anyone prefers to write their letter of intent and resume out in digital format or handwritten, you can mail your resume and letter of intent to the Outdoor Adventure Program Selection Committee. Attention to Jeff Jackson, the program coordinator, at Algonquin College, Pembroke campus, 1 College Way in Pembroke, Ontario, K8A0C8. But we are going to focus on the online form. So to access that online form, you'll just click on this link right here, and that'll bring you over to the letter of intent and resume. Now, Sachin and I have already taken the liberty of inputting a lot of the information into the online form, so you do not have to just watch us type everything in. So the first section of the letter of intent, resume, and reference online submission is your personal information. So just type in your first name and your last name. Identify which programs you have applied to, whether it was the Outdoor Adventure or the Outdoor Adventure Naturalist program, or maybe you applied to both. So just indicate that in that area right there. The next box is asking for your Ontario College Application Service application number. If you do not know what that number is, you can find that number on your Ontario College program profile where you submitted your application for the Outdoor Adventure programs. Just a quick note, the first 2 numbers in the OCAS application number will be the year that you are applying to. So for anyone applying to a program starting in 2020 fall, your OCAS application number will begin with 20, and then it is a 10-digit number. So you can just input that there. But if you still do not can find that on your Ontario College application site, you can just enter in zeros or leave it blank, and you're able to continue. The next section is to include your address information. So I've included the information for the Pembroke campus, 1 College Way in Pembroke, Ontario, K8A0C8 as the postal code, and obviously we're in Canada. Now I have included our recruitment email address as the email address for this form, which is yourfuture@algonquincollege.com, as well as for the phone number, I have put in the college's main line, 613-735-4700. Now that we are done the personal information section, I'm going to hand it over to Sachin, and he'll explain what to include in the letter of intent and resume sections.
So, letter of intent and resume one by one. Now, first and foremost, the letter of intent. We have broadly classified letter of intent into different sections, such as qualifications, contribution, career goals, and others. So, first and foremost, the qualification. This section, you will highlight what are your relevant experiences if you possess certain specific skill set, other knowledge about the outdoor adventure industry, this is the section where you will put all of those. We have just like given us a few bit of examples which can highlight the qualifications which vary from person to person, such as 7 years of canoe experience can be one of the option. Then if you have managed or were a counselor at the summer camp, or a leader or volunteer at that particular summer camp, you can list that as one of your qualification or experience. Even in the qualifications, the first aid and the CPR certification is one of the most important one, which is a kind of a prerequisite for the ODA and ODAN courses. Coming on to the swimming section as well, like if you have done the bronze medallion, bronze cross, or you even have a national lifeguard saving certificate, you can highlight it over there and provide it as one of your thing in this section. Even if you have done a course or in the stand-up paddle or hiking, trekking, biking, so these are the section. This is the particular section where you will highlight those. Coming on to the next section, which is the contribution. This particular section is the why of why you want to be a outdoor adventure naturalist or outdoor adventure person. So we have populated them with a couple of options based on your interest of the program and how you think you can contribute to particularly your program of desire. We have given an example over here. I will read it for your reference. Uh, it will be just like, I first saw this program during the presentation at my high school, and the description of the courses in the program and the industry certifications you can receive really piqued my interest. I have camped with my family and friends ever since I was a kid and have spent quality time on the lake in canoe or kayak. I also took an outdoor education course in high school that took us to camping and practice leave no trace camping skills and principles. I would like to build on those experiences and make a career out of being in the outdoors. So similar to this, we have populated two others. I will read one more just for your reference. Is this, I believe that this course will provide me the necessary theoretical knowledge and practical skills required to establish my career in the global outdoor industry. Now, this particular contribution thing will be personally suiting to your area of interest. So write about you in this particular section. Coming on to the next section, which is the career goals. Career goals is how you think that this particular program or diploma will help you in your future years to come. So in this, you can point out to many of the examples as listed over here. I can write and relate to one where I will say, my goal from graduating in this program is to become an outdoor educator and maybe one day open my own outdoor education center in my hometown. Or you can also say that I hope one day take the skills that I have developed in the kayaking and canoeing courses and apply them towards owning and operating my own kayaking or canoeing center. So this can range from being the owner, and moreover, you can also have a generic one, which you can say that I firmly believe that being a part of this course will help me commit myself to social, economic, and environmental sustainability. So these kind of career goals are totally personalized and will be very much tailor-made to your thing. Coming on to the additional skills that we have already discussed about the core competence skills that you have, you can also list other skills that you might possess, which can be very helpful in building up your letter of intent. These can be that you possess a Class G license, you have also done the customer service and problem solving skills from part-time work at a local store or any work that you have done. You have also volunteered maybe at a Relay for Life kind of a organization, or you have volunteered at a local church on a Sunday school. Also, if you possess any other certification which are not directly related to the outdoor adventure but can be transferred, just like the chainsaw certification or the PAL certification, maybe you are also into yoga. So that can also be a kind of additional skill that you might highlight in the letter of intent. So summarizing all these three bullet points and accumulating all of them will form a kind of the basis of your letter of intent. Now coming on to the resume, which is which many of you might have like made for yours kind of application. But in this, you will, because you are many of and most of you are very kind of graduating high school and new to this kind of careers. So first and foremost, you will be highlighting your education, what you have achieved in your high school, post-secondary education. Also highlight any of the outdoor environment or ecotourism or business courses that you have done. In this particular section, will also provide you a kind of section where you highlight any specific achievement or a leadership role that you have done in your high school. So this is a particularly important section which will come right in the front of your resume. So we have just populated it, giving you a fair bit of example where I have just put a business diploma at the Algonquin College, Pembroke. From 2017 to 19, I did that and graduated with honor standing. I completed courses such as marketing, accounting, marketing and media, professional sales, and also I am highlighting over here only that I was a class represented. So I have written elected as a class representative over here. So this forms a block where education of mine is relevant to and is provided in the resume section. Now, after the education, if you have done any kind of work experience, maybe you are just graduating from uh, the high school, but you still have done a number of years of work experience, maybe not directly into the outdoor industry, but you have done some kind of front end service, or you have done a kind of volunteering, or you have managed a YMCA or a similar kind of camp in the summer section. So you can provide all those requisite details in this section where you can highlight what you have learned over the experience, how you can contribute, and what are your core competencies. So I will just read one particular example over here, which is the YMCA Canada. So if you were a kind of a camp counselor managing a YMCA summer camp, you will highlight that your duties include developing and ran a variety of outdoor activities for children ages 9 to 12 in a day camp setting. You also will write that guided canoe or kayak expeditions with campers while ensuring safety protocols such as wearing a life jacket and number of people of per boat. So these are pretty much the examples, and that can range from the volunteering to the actual job that you have done. So this is the section where you will provide all your work related things, including the place of employment, the role and the duties that you did, and the dates of employment. So these three things for the block of your work experience. And you will repeat that particular thing for the number of roles or employment that you have done over the years. Now coming on to the outdoor and sports experience, because you are applying for the outdoor adventure and outdoor adventure naturalist. So outdoor experience will become a new block that will be very much suitable for you. So in this particular thing, you will highlight what are the different activities or what are the different trips or expeditions that you have done. Also, it will give you one of the point where you can describe your sports background and your sports accolades and achievements. So in this section, there can be multiple things, but I will just read one of the things where you can write that I have also played minor hockey and soccer since the age of 4. And in high school, I was the part of the junior and the senior men's soccer team, as well as the member of cross country and track and field event team. So in this particular section, I have put down that while I was in the high school, I had minor hockey and soccer as one of the sports thing that I did, and I was very good at it. So similarly, you can also write a particular trip that you completed in a Algonquin provincial park. Maybe it can be a 5-day canoe trip that you did and you took into the outdoor leadership class at your high school, where you not only just did the trip but also were uh, kind of involved and in the leadership capacity, or you manage something. So this is a particular section where you will provide it. The next section, which is very relevant, because outdoor adventure and outdoor adventure naturalist will prepare you for the outdoor leaders. So in this particular section, you will provide the leadership and the service that you have done over the years It can vary and have a very kind of diverse range, starting from community to service to outdoors. So whatever you have done, you can provide it. If you have like planted some trees, say with a particular, if you're living in Mississauga and have gone for the 1 million trees foundation over there and spent summer planting trees all across Canada or province of Ontario, you can provide it over here, because this will not only give an edge, this will diversify your resume. Moreover, if you have volunteered at a local library or done some kind of other events in your locality, this is the time where, or the block where you will provide it. Coming on to the next and the most important section are the notable skills, experiences, or achievements. You have provided many of the generic things, but some of these skills or some of the achievements that you have done will be class apart. This is the section where you will provide them. So if you have done something exceptional in the woodworking skills in your high school courses, highlight it over here. If you have also done like any kind of digital technologies, maybe you are very adroit with the different devices, you know how to they function and how to kind of reprogram it, you can provide it over here. If you are an outdoor person and love gardening and you have planted all these trees and done plantation in your locality or maybe at a kind of a city level, just provide it over here. And if you have kind of won any of the award or kind of an accolade where you were presented with any kind of a memento or an award, so that you were a judge something, this is the notable achievement that you will include in this. So coming on to the holistic of a resume, this is all about you, but in different sections. So now I will pass this is all from my side, and I will pass it to Sean now.
Thanks, Sachin. So for the last part of the letter of intent, resume, and references online form is actually filling out the references section. So all you need is 2 references, their name, their phone number, and their email. And the references can be anyone that knows about you and your experience in the outdoor space, or any of the skills that you might possess. Or it could be a teacher in another one of your courses in high school. It could be a coach from one of your minor hockey or sports expeditions as well. It just can't be a family member, because we know that one of the family members is going to give you a very shining reference and shoot you way over the moon. But we are looking for more of the detailed information from those references. So yeah, as long as it is a like a teacher, a coach, someone like that, that's fine. It just can't be a family member. And then once you have their name, phone number, and email entered into the reference forms, you just hit submit, and then that'll get forwarded to the Outdoor Adventure Program coordinator, Jeff Jackson, for review. And that is your last step of submitting the letter of intent online submission, so that you can cross that off of your application list and sit back, and we hope to see you sometime in September. Have a great day.